Hey, everybody, welcome to our webinar. We do these webinars every Thursday. Well, not every Thursday, but pretty much every Thursday to be exact. But yeah, we are talking today about one of my favorite topics, and it's using, well, besides sales, you all know my favorite topic is sales, but then we're talking about using technology and automation in our sales process to make it more effective. And so I'm excited to have this conversation with you. It's honestly something we've been doing for years, but we've never really talked that much about, like, okay, what does the back end look like? And now with some of the tools we're using, we're just excited to be able to offer these tools to our clients with, now listen, okay, we can come in, we can help you with your sales process and help you with handling objections and the right messaging and all this other stuff. But now we can also help you put some good landing pages and funnels in place, and then set up automation in ways that you can be capturing leads when you're sleeping, or you letting the automation in the technology doing the heavy lifting. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to share this with you today. So let me jump right into the and some of the stuff, not all the stuff, is part of the Grant Cardone marketing workshop. So I'm excited to be one of Grant's coaches as well as licensees, and a little bit about me. Almost 40 years now in outbound sales. I started when I was really young on the phones for Kirby. Years ago, I was a trainer for Dale Carnegie. Some of you guys may know who Dale Carnegie is. Not him personally, but his company. He wrote the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And years ago, I took a course on effective communication. I became an instructor. And then after that, I was with Keller Williams Realty for 17 years. I was one of their instructors as well, to go around the country and teach all the listing curriculum. And now I am a coach with Cardone 10X Elite Division. There's only about 22 of us right now, coaches. I have my own coaching in consulting practice, where I help salespeople become more effective with their sales process, right? With handling objections, follow-up, closing, everything, the greeting, automation, text. We're really focused on everything. So I'm super excited about the new agency that we're launching. And I'm a father of 3 amazing daughters, 2 grandchildren, an excellent wife, as well as a fitness fanatic. And I'm training right now for a Ironman 70.3 in September, which is the race itself is not bad. It's the training that absolutely stinks leading up to those races. Anybody else ever done in the chat? If you've ever done one of those races or anything like it, just drop it in the chat and you know what I'm talking about. Also in the chat, I would love you guys to write, like, what do you want to get from today? From being here, I'll definitely take a look at it. Sam's also here to support us, so we'll keep our eyes on that for you. Just want to let you know at the end as well, some of you guys may say, hey, I want you to take a look at my tech, what I have in place. And so we're doing what's called a tech audit, where I can jump on a call with you. It's usually about a 20-minute call. You can show me some of your stuff. I can share some strategies with you, get to know a little bit about your business, where you want to go with it. And so that'll be an opportunity at the end for some of you guys who want to take advantage of that. So tech, I mean, listen, things are changing, right? That's the reality. Times are changing. You've got ChatGPT, you've got, AI, all these different AI sites. There's a tool I'm using right now for YouTube, and it's awesome. I create a YouTube video. It's called vid.iq. I create a YouTube video, and then after I do it, I run it through vidIQ. It gives me better titles, better description, the keywords I should be using, and I know it works because I can see the difference in the amount of views I'm getting. And super cool. So I mean, there's so much technology out there. It's almost like, well, geez, what should I focus on, right? What do I do? And that's what I hear from a lot of people. And I think fundamentally, you just have to, and this is why this is one of my favorite slides right here. Fundamentally, it's about making sure that you have the right message in front of the right person at the right time. And everything that we're going to talk about today, really comes down to this. Everything I'm going to talk about today comes down to that slide I just showed you, having the right message in front of the right person at the right time. So let me take a quick look at the chat. So yeah, vid AI. Yep, there's a different one, Sam. It's called vid.ai, or there's a few different ones. So have you started your stream to Facebook? I have not. I'm not doing a Facebook stream. Learn how you can reach people who want my help. Awesome. Love that, Valerie. So I'm not sure why we think there's a Facebook stream. Maybe that's something we put out there. So if we did, my bad, but we are not streaming to Facebook today. We've done that in the past. We just didn't get, we're just not doing it today. So again, keep putting in the chat what you'd like to get from today, and we'll take a look at it and we'll make sure that we deliver on that. So back to this, this is everything we're going to talk about today is really about the message and timing, right? Message timing. That's what technology. That's what's going to see that there's this thing that everything is timing, and so you may contact somebody right now and it might be the perfect person and you may have the perfect message, but the timing doesn't make sense. They're just not ready. Right. So the automation and the tools that we use, and this is what was one of my one of my aha moments was, as I've been teaching salespeople for so long, teaching them the sales process, which I think a lot of you guys that know me know I'm good at the sales process, right? But the one thing that didn't occur to me is that the other thing that I do a lot of is my follow-up process, and the processes that we have behind the scenes, so that when I'm busy doing other things are still happening. And that's really the game changer. So again, you have to be really good at what you do. I'm not taking anything away from that. You have to know your product. You have to be good at delivering your product. You have to understand the values, benefits versus features. You have to understand all that at a high level. But at the end of the day, even when you do that, you still have to have a great system in place. Everything's built on systems and processes. So let me bring you back to this again. So what we're going to share with you today is we're going to bring you into a little bit of our CRM and show you some of the things that we're doing. And some of you probably have experienced it. Most of you on this call have experienced it. When you sign up through like one of our landing pages, or you get access to one of our free courses, you see what happens after. Now, see this little funnel on the side here? That's your customer's decision journey. So what's happening a lot of times is we don't even realize that at the very top, we're losing people. Because people show up on our website and there's so much information, they don't even know what to do. So they don't do anything, they leave. Right? Or maybe they call us, they give us a call on our phone and they don't get an answer. So then they just call the next person. Right? Or they submit a lead on your website and then you don't respond immediately, and they're on their lunch break. They don't get a response back on their lunch break. So now they've moved on and somebody else got back to them. So the top of the funnel is we need to tighten up that top of the funnel. Okay. And that's what I'm going to teach you today. And it's more than the other stuff on there. That's a different workshop. Like we do the marketing execution workshop. We go deep on all that. But today I'm really talking to you more about like how to take somebody from top funnel and get them into the funnel and then right through the funnel. But before, I want to give you guys a massive, massive, massive tip. And this is so simple. I think if you do this today, if there's only one thing you do today, I'm going to challenge it to be this. Go buy your name as a domain if you haven't already done that. GoDaddy, we use a company called DirectNick. There's so many. Anyway, Google has domains. You can buy it anywhere. I think it's one of the biggest challenges I see, and it's such a like I wish I'm David I. Hill. And the only reason is because I couldn't buy David Hill. It was gone when somebody told me this 6 or 7 years ago. I couldn't get it. So I bought David I. Hill, which I is my middle name, my middle initial. But everything you do now, you should be branding yourself. This is about you now. And I understand probably a lot of you on here, not everybody is in real estate. So what's happening now, when you have an email address like Christopher at EXP Realty. Well, what you're doing is you're essentially branding EXP Realty. Right? And then listen, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just challenging you, like, as you get more and better with your marketing and get more intentional, you're going to want to have Christopher at ChristopherNolan.com or gift at gifthughes.com or Victor, right? At Victor, Gonzin.com, right? That's ultimately what you should, because that's your company, that's your brand. So this is a small tip, and we'll get a little bit more into why this is important. But besides, you want to own your brand. Okay. Now here's the thing. A lot of us right now, we're reliant on like Facebook and Instagram and I am too. I've started building a pretty decent community off, but what our goal is really start building our own community off these sites. And you got to figure out how to do that, because if these sites ever like shut down or ever like shut your, like I know somebody that had an Instagram with over 30,000 followers, that Instagram just shut down. That's done now. Right? Like some of those people may have went and seeked them out, and he seeked some out other ways, but now that's gone. So I'm really challenging you guys, get out there, buy your domain, and we're going to get, and some of you, I'm guessing you're going to jump on some tech audits after with me, and we'll get that set up, and we'll talk more about how you're going to use that as you're building your stuff. And I think a lot of you guys know me, obviously David I. Hill. We've primarily been on Path to Mastery, but we're transitioning everything now. So my company is Path to Mastery, but I still want to be branded as David I. Hill, so everybody knows me as David I. Hill. So we're starting to do a lot more of that transition. So you guys probably see that on the emails. You'll see it on my domains, because everything now is davidihill.com / free webinar, davidihill.com / CRM, davidhill.com / strategy call, davidihill.com / tech audit. So it's super easy. So when you're talking to somebody and you know what they want, you can just say, okay, hey, here's where your tool is. So you're going to start building those out for yourself. All right, now let me share this with you. This is part of the CRM that we're using. It's called Path to Mastery, and these are not all. There's more connections, but these are like some of the connections that you can go create inside. So you're going to connect to your mobile phone through an app, meaning you have an app now to engage with people when they go to your site. Now your Google My Business page, we can get that connected right to our mobile app. So when somebody goes to your Google Business page, you can now chat. You can set up a chat feature on your Google page. So you can either chat with them directly, or you can automate the chat. So somebody goes to your Google page, they click on it, and you're like, well, you set up an automation. Hey, it's Victor, and so sorry I can't be with you right now. Please let me know what I can get you information on. Here's a link, click this, and there's a few questions. Bang, you just captured that information, as opposed to them just going somewhere else so that they could get instant gratification. So here's actually, and this is a poor example, but it's my actual page from last month. We had one call. Honestly, I didn't even know I had a call from Google. I'm just being honest. And I don't do a lot of marketing on Google. No messages. Why? Because I don't have my message. It's not even set up. It wasn't set up. It's actually set up now. It wasn't set up. 38 people asked for directions. I had no idea about that. But if my chatbot was set up, right, we could have helped them with that, which might have led to something, right? 513 profile views and 522 searches. So now what happens if I had a pop-up? So when people are going, there's a pop-up that says, hey, what can I help you with? It's a game changer. So let me show you this. I hope we have sound. Sam, you let me know if we have sound on this.
Attention, business owners. Are you tired of missing out on the?
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Attention, business owners. Are you tired of missing out on valuable sales opportunities because you can't answer the phone? Every missed call is a missed opportunity. But what if there was a way to capture those leads and turn them into paying customers? Introducing missed call text message automation. Our revolutionary system ensures that when you miss a call, a personalized SMS message is automatically sent to the person who just called you. It asks them what information they need and captures their contact detail. With missed call text message automation, you'll never miss a sales opportunity again. Here's how it benefits you. Capture leads. Receive instant SMS notifications with lead details, even if you miss the call. Engage customers. Respond to missed calls promptly with personalized text messages. Increase sales. Convert missed calls into valuable sales opportunities. Save time. Automate the lead capture process. Bring up your time to focus on what you do best. Brian Coffin. Since implementing missed call text message automation, our sales have skyrocketed. Michael Smith. I used to stress about missed calls, but now I know I won't lose a single lead. Ready to stop missing out on sales opportunities? Sign up for a strategy call with our experts today. Don't let missed calls cost you money. Take control of your sales pipeline with missed call text message automation. Call us now at 617-882-7788 or go to www.
So if you guys want, let me stop share for a minute. So if you want to experience right now, go to that phone number, just call it, let it ring. Nobody's going to answer, and you'll experience exactly what happens. You just go to 617, Sam, just drop that in the chat, 617-882-7788. Oh, I like Nick's shirt. I love it, Nick. 617-882-778. I just saw Nick's sweatshirt. She's obviously with Grant. Drop that in the chat, Sam, for us, if you would, our number, and you guys can test that out so you can actually see what we're talking about. I want you to think about having that in your business, and let me tell you why. Because this slide represents, and this is from the marketing workshop. And you think about the first step is obviously capturing people's information. So step number one is messaging. It's getting the right message in front of the right person at the right time. And then number two is we have to then build their trust by getting them into things. So like you guys popped on this webinar with me. I know a lot of you guys. I think there's a good amount of trust established with pretty much everybody on this call. So how do we do that? Is we do that by providing information. It's webinars, it's seminars, a lot of realtors on here. It's those first time, like investor workshops. I almost said the B word, seller workshops, whatever. Real estate, all that stuff. It's those workshops. It's having demonstrations. That's how you start to build trust. And then once the next step after this webinar is a perfect example, is some of you are going to be like, wow, I want to learn more about this process. Let's jump on a strategy call, right? So we're going to get on a strategy call or a session. I'm going to learn a little bit more about your business and what you do and what your goals are, and then see if there's an opportunity. Okay, same thing for you guys. I want you guys to be thinking about this through your lens of your business. And then the next level is we build revenue. How? We have, we've built trust. We have a relationship with somebody now. They're going to do business. That's the goal, right? To get them to ultimately do business so we can serve them and solve a problem. So this is a simple thing. This is one tool right here. And this is what we call the missed call text message. And it's literally, this is just a random example, but somebody calls you, like gift, let's say somebody calls you, you're out on the road with a client. Well, as soon as they hang up, they get a text message saying, hey, sorry you missed your call. How can we help? Or you could do another one where, you could do this and then it would automate based on what they say. It could send them a link, or you could just send them a link right out of the gate. Hey, sorry, missed your call. Please, we're with another client right now. Here's a link to our service, whatever service you have. Please click on that and let us know what information we can get you. We'll have that to you in the next 30 minutes, whatever it is. And at the same time, check this out now, and some of you may have done it. At the same time, you're going to get a video SMS as well, or a voice message. You could call and leave a voice message. So it's so cool what you can do. And I mean, it's unlimited, the potential. You can go and schedule a call. So let's say as soon as they fill out the form, give you their information, it goes into the CRM, which then launches the CRM to now send them an information packet on what they're looking for, and schedule a follow-up call for you, by the way. Like, this is like the potential is unlimited with what you can do. And what does that do? Is it builds trust. I'm bringing you right back here. It builds trust with people. That's the goal here, is to build trust in people. Like, wow, that was a really strong experience. I understand they didn't answer the call, but they gave me everything I wanted. Or you said, they messaged you and you got right back to them like this, and they knew it was better than just a chat bot with random text and stuff like that. So that's what we're trying to achieve, is that trust. And then ultimately, the final highest level is when they've gone through this journey with you, they become fans, raving fans. And that's what's going to ultimately help you grow your business. Product reviews, testimonials, Facebook reviews, surveys. This is where you want to get with your clients. You want to turn those clients into fans. And when you work this process the right way, that's what ends up happening. So I want you to think about this simple thing. This is only one of dozens of things that you can implement into your business, which is why I encourage everybody to, if there's one thing you do after this call, two things. One is schedule a strategy call or a tech audit with me. And then two, get your name, go buy it. But just having this one strategy will be a game changer for your business. It can be a game changer. Just so you don't have to be glued to your phone every second. You can miss a call without having to worry about, oh my God, I'm going to miss out on so much opportunity. And let's just say worst case scenario, you missed a call and they don't fill out the form. Well, now you could send a video message. Hey, I see I missed your call. Again, I was with another client. Our team's busy. I'm so, I take full responsibility. Let me know what information you need, right? Or you can just schedule it so that it schedules you to call back yourself, right? You can literally schedule a call where the system will call the person and direct and then connect them to your phone. So, I mean, there's so many possibilities that you can do with this. But I just think that I want you guys to realize that it doesn't take 10 things or 20 things or even 5 things. It really just takes one thing to start with that can be the game changer for your business. So before I jump any further, do I have any questions now? Anybody got anything with what I've talked about? We've only got another 4 or 5 slides anyway, but anything pressing?
I have a question.
Yeah, Valerie, what's up?
the voice on that video sounded very robotic.
It was, yeah. Yep.
Is that what people are gonna hear? Are they gonna know they're talking to a robot?
Well, that's up to you. If you want to use, I use that intentionally. That's an electronic voice. I can change it to a guy, a girl. I can change the tone, everything. So you can use your own voice. And in fact, I would use your own voice. I would use your own voice on, because if you called the number, it's my voice. As a matter of fact, yeah, I could even let you listen to it. It's my voice when you call.
Okay.
That's just a demo video that we're sending out to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
yeah, it's an AI app called Polly, and you can type out your text and then pick a voice and it sends it out for you. It's super cool. It's crazy what we can do these days with AI. Like Valerie, you could send me a 60-second video of you talking, and then the not me, I can't do this, but this technology can do this. And then it will take your 60-second video, and then you can send like 10 minutes worth of text, and it will create a video of you saying that. It's
I don't
insane.
know, but I don't know how I feel about
It's
that.
scary, right? It's kind of scary.
I don't know.
That's what's happening now with technology. So it's pretty wild. But I mean, listen, we have to embrace this. We can't be ignoring the technology now. And listen, one of the struggles, you guys tell me if you agree with this, like some of these big companies that I like Spectrum or Verizon or you know, I'm trying to think of some other examples. You call their support, it's a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just like press 1 for this, use this. We can do better than
Yeah.
we can do better than that, right? And I think just getting yourself involved in the process where it's not you, but having the right systems, the right tools, right? Giving the people what they need. And so that's one of my goals.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good question. Let me jump. So this is by the way, when you go back to that first slide I showed you, right? Let me just pop back to it right here. This one, the right message in front of the right person at the right time. This is an example of one of our landing pages. So when somebody goes to this page, similar to you guys all signed up, I should have actually had my webinar on here too. When you signed up for this webinar, what happened? You went to that page, it was what? There was only one thing you could do. That's it. One simple thing. Secure your seat. That's where we're going now. So as you're creating your you're building out your system with, you know, branded around you, you need to have multiple places you can send people, which is a different avatar. And this came up on our call this morning, right? So somebody's like, well, should I have multiple avatars? Should I have multiple landing pages? Or should I have one? Well, you tell me, how many, do you work with just one person? Well, no, I work with sellers. Okay, got it. I work with buyers. Okay, got it. Who else do you work with? Well, I work in investors. Okay, perfect. So if a buyer goes to a landing page that's set up for a seller, what are they going to do? They're going to leave because it's not going to make sense to them. Or if a seller goes to a landing page that's talking about buying, they're going to leave. It's not going to make sense. So you need to have a specific page for each of your avatars is what I'm getting at. So these are the types of tools that we're putting in place. This is a real estate specific page that we built. We have a few different versions of it, but that's it. It's one call to action, 21 steps to sell your property. How to sell your property for top dollar in Houston, Texas in spring 2023. Get your report. That's it. That's all they can do on page 1. And then on page 2, now it's going to start, you know, talking about you and how great you are and some testimonials. But the reason that that happens on page 2 is because the goal of this landing page is what? Somebody tell me the goal of the landing page. Victor, I can hear you, but I can't. I mean, I can see you, but I can't hear you.
It's to capture people's interest.
Thank you. Well, we'll capture their, do a close.
Sorry.
Victor, what were you gonna say?
Collect leads.
That's right, collect their information. So I said Valerie was close. It's the information is what we're looking for. Like, we want to get their information. And that's what these are set up to do, so that even if they don't complete the second page or set up a strategy call, it doesn't matter. I have your information now. Either I can call you, or maybe I have somebody else that's a tremendous salesperson that can reach out to you now for me on my behalf. Or I could start you on an email campaign based on what you're looking for, but I don't know what you're looking for yet. That's the problem. So that would be, and that's one of the biggest challenges we see with even companies as big as Nordstrom's. Like, think about Nordstrom's, the brand. A friend of mine bought his wife a dress from Nordstrom's. Okay, this guy, he's a 51-year-old male. He bought his wife a dress, and after he bought the dress, everything he gets from Nordstrom's now is geared towards middle-aged women. They have no idea. They could have done a better job figuring out who's actually making the purchase, not just the purchase. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's why this is important. So as we're bringing people in, let's just not throw them on any random, and I'm guilty of this. We used to send every email to every person. Now we're segmenting. Now we're only sending certain emails to certain people based on how they came into our system. So we're getting better at that ourselves. So it's just another tool as we're talking about using tech and automation to close more sales. Let me go back to this. So this is an example. We've got a lot of different examples of these sales landing pages and sales funnels. So this is we just created a page. You guys can go if you want, take a look at it. It's davidihill.com/CRM. And it kind of shows you a little bit about what we're doing. We're building an all-in-one system solution so that you have access to everything in one place. You can build your funnels. You can connect to all those sites I showed you earlier. Okay, everything on this specific page right here, it's connecting your Google, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Stripe account. If you take money, I don't know if some of you, your real estate agents aren't typically taking money, but some of you others do. Your WordPress account. Everything now is funneling into one single place. And even if it's not on this list, it doesn't matter, because we can use what's called it's similar to Zapier. We can connect it to just about any website you're using. So that now you have one place, and oh, by the way, it's on a mobile app that's on your phone as well, because we know 80% of people do their business on mobile. So we already created, and now we're just rolling it out to the right people. This all-in-one system that incorporates your CRM with your landing pages, with your email, with your SMS, with your ringless voice drops, with everything else you need to be super effective in your business. So some of you guys are like, hey, wow, man, I'm already sold on you, man. Like we have a workshop coming up. June, let me just share this with you, and then we're going to go into some Q&A. June 22nd and June 23rd, we're doing the marketing execution workshop, 2-day workshop. The difference with this one is I'm incorporating sales into it. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. We're doing a sales execution workshop June 22nd and 23rd, and we're incorporating technology. Everything I'm talking about here, we're incorporating that into the sales workshop. It's the first time I've ever done that. And that's happening on the 22nd and 23rd. And right now, the general admission for it is $14.97. We're doing a special right now for people that want to take advantage of it. The VIP is $24.97, but we're doing $500 off today if you use the code right here. Sam can drop it in the chat. But this is the workshop. So some of you are like, yeah, I already know I want to do that. Great, sign up. If you don't, if you're like, I'm not sure, that seems like, well, that's fine too. That no pressure whatsoever. Because like I said, we can jump on a strategy call, learn a little bit about your business and see what makes sense, and that's fine. We can definitely do that for you. But like I said, some of you guys, like, I know I want to do this workshop and I would just take advantage of the $500 off right now while you can. Okay, so that said, let me do this. I want to get us into some Q&A. So this is the time we're going to do Q&A. And so I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. And I just want to know what questions you guys have. So you can just raise your hand or you can just put it in the chat if that's easier. You can drop your question in the chat and we're happy to address it. Let me take a look at the chat. Let's see. So are we not getting any? I don't see the chat. So what's happening right now? So Victor, do you have any questions or?
No, I have. I'm working with Glenn right now on the land. I guess the what the hell? Like landing pages or whatever they are. Landing pages.
Yeah.
Some landing pages, and then yeah, definitely we'll have to do something about the text messaging to customers. So what you guys are talking about right here. I did look under victorgonzon.com, and I think that may be mine. I've done something ago, so
if it's not, then just go out there and buy it, man.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I would definitely take advantage of that, man. You want to own your name. It's your name, bro. Don't let anybody else own your name. I wish I owned David Hill, but I don't. I didn't think of that whenever those person bought it. Nobody told me about that. So awesome. I see Cindy has her hand up. What's going on, Cindy?
Hi, thank you for the class. I think my question is, I am a investor, buy and hold, and I want to start like a marketing campaign. But to build my systems, what would be the first thing you write? Because you have a whole lot of things to do. So what would be the first thing to kind of build a system around?
The first thing to build a system around. I'm not. Tell me more about the question.
Oh yeah, no worries. Well, you were saying to automate. So if I wanted to, again, since I'm an investor, my idea is to do some kind of marketing campaign to tired landlords, right? And I'm just at the very beginning, right? This is my idea. Now I have to architect my idea and to automate it. So what would be your first thing that I should automate first? Is that, if that kind of sums it up? If I can't do everything, what would be my first thing that I would focus on automating?
I don't know enough about your
okay.
business to answer that question. I think that's something you'd have to figure out for yourself. As far as like your business, and I'm happy to even jump on a call. And this is what we do with people. We figure, we go look at their business and okay, what's the first thing we should focus on, right? That's really a coaching question or a consulting question. It's a good question. For me, the first thing I would do in a general is I would determine who your client avatar is.
Okay.
By defining your message, like here's my message. Here's like if you think about like the simple message is I help X do Y, right? Or I help X who struggle with Y do Z. So like for me, I help salespeople who struggle with sales objections communicate better, follow up, and close more sales. So just become super clear on, okay, here's what I do, and then who is my avatar?
Okay.
I know I mentioned earlier when we talked about having, like, most people will have 2 or 3 different avatars. So that would be my first step. And then when it comes to like this stuff, I always ask people, do you have more money right now or more time? Right? Because that's what it comes down to.
Okay.
Because if you have more money, then hire people to start building this stuff out. If you don't have the money, then you're gonna have to spend some time figuring a lot of it out and doing it yourself. In my opinion, though, if you can find people to start building this stuff out, that's where I would start. So
Okay, thank you.
Sam, drop the link in the chat for people that may want to take advantage of a strategy call, so that people can sign up for the strategy call. Great question, Cindy. Thank you for that. Anybody else? Any other questions? Victor, it looked like you were going to say something. No, you good? Okay. All right. Well, listen, then, if there's no other questions, I mean, I just want to let you guys know, I appreciate you guys being here. And again, I want to bring you back to this as well. You know, the right marketing, the best marketing is getting the right message in front of the right person at the right time. And you can go out there, you can find anybody, you can go on Fiverr and find somebody to build you a sales page for $400 or $500, but there's no strategy behind it. Building it is not the hard part. You can go figure it out yourself. The strategy is, okay, determining who's my client, what's the message I want to get in front of them, how am I going to get that message? And then once the message is in front of them, what do I do to follow up? What do I do to get that person from here to the finish line? Like, there's a whole strategy. So that's really what you should be looking at when you're thinking about hiring somebody to, you're welcome, Victor. Thank you for being here. When you're thinking about hiring somebody to help you with the sales process. So again, we're doing a workshop. I just want to let you guys know they're doing a workshop on the 22nd and 23rd. There's a code that's available for today only. It's $500 off the VIP if you want to join us for 2 days. And then we're gonna have the tech as well. Feel free to take advantage of that. And that said, I just want to say thank you. You know, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys popping on. And this is no final questions. I'm just going to tell everybody I wish you a great rest of your day. Thank you. And we'll be back next week, by the way, with a new topic. So, by the way, for you guys that are watching this after the fact, if you do want to schedule a strategy call with me, you can go to davidihill.com/strategy call. Or if you want just the tech demo, you're like, hey, I want you to take a look at my tech and see what I need, you can go to davidihill.com/tech audit. Okay. And we're happy to have that call with you as well. So that said, thank you guys. Appreciate you. You rock. Have a tremendous rest of your day. We'll see you soon.